Time in YouTube, and welcome back to another deck analysis episode. Today we are looking over a kind of non-EX heavy deck for once for deck analysis. Today we are going to be looking over a variant for Snorlax. That's right, we're bringing on a no EX deck for you guys this week. I know I've been doing a lot of EX heavy stuff, and that's just because, you know what, I haven't had the opportunity to do so over the last little bit. But this one, it's time for a nice no EX return, kind of get something a little bit more leisurely and have a little bit of fun with it, of course. So I thought Snorlax from Fates Collide would be perfect for that. Snorlax has the 140 HP. He is a colorless Pokemon because he has no care in the world for typing. He has Toss and Turn. 3 colorless energy. It's an expensive attack, I get it. It does 30 damage, so 10 damage for each energy attached to it. However, if it's asleep, he can attack as well, and if he is asleep, it's going to do 90 more damage for a grand total of 120 damage, which is not bad for a basic Pokemon. He also has Swallow, it's going to be 4 colorless energy, and it's going to do 50 damage, but you heal off what you deal. So, if I've got a Muscle Band on him, he can heal 70. Cool. We're not using it very often, if at all. Our primary goal is for Toss and Turn. Now, how we're going to set this up, you ask? With Hypno. Hypno is the 90 HP Psychic-type Pokemon. It's a Stage 1. Goodnight Babies is its ability, and we're going to... What we use it for is, once during your turn, you may leave both active Pokemon asleep. Well, this puts Snorlax right to sleep, which is all we care about, because that means we'll get our damage output. We put our opponent to sleep, and that's another benefit. They have a 50-50 chance of waking up on the following turn. If they're a major threat, they may not be able to hit Snorlax if they're still asleep, and that means we can get that 2-shot potential to knock it out. So there's a lot of really nice things to have sleep with, so having this kind of strategy it's gimmicky, don't get me wrong. But we saw gimmicky with Echolocation in last week's matches. If you missed them, go back, check them out, because that was some pretty good episodes if you do ask me. But anyway, moving on to our next Pokemon. For our draw engine, we are using Octillery. We could use Shaman, but again, this is sort of like a budget feel, kind of, you know what? And I like getting the additional cards every turn. Whereas Shaman, it is flat out, let's just get the cards right now and see if we can win this game. We're not doing that with Snorlax. In fact, the long game for Snorlax is sometimes better. But anyway, Octillery, 90 HP, Water-type Pokemon, Stage 1, Abyssal Hand. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. So, use up as many things as you want. Get your cards back, keep on trucking. I like it. It has Hug, not going to use it. Same thing with Hypno, I did forget to go over Set and Headbutt. We can't use it, and I'll go over as to why. Well, down here we only have one type of energy, and it's not any of theirs. In fact, it's Aromatisse's type. Fairy, 90 HP, Stage 1. It has Fairy Transfer. Why in the world would we be using Fairy Transfer in a Snorlax deck? Well, hate to tell you guys, but he went to lunch, and I think he went to McDonald's, and he got like, I don't know, 400 double-doubles, or whatever you call them. I don't want to say it because, you know, copyright clips. But anyway, he got like 40 double-doubles. He has a large tummy. That guy can eat a ton of stuff, and I'm not lying to you, when he's got a 4 times retreat cost, he ain't moving. But with this little fairy energy, that guy is flying high even after 2,000 double-doubles. Yeah. Anyway, Aromatisse is here for the Fairy Transfer to help with the retreat costs. But it's not just for Snorlax. It'll be good for Hypno, it'll be good for Octillery, it's even good for Aromatisse. It lets it get out of that active position, get it onto the bench, put up Snorlax, and we're good to go. The other thing too is, if for whatever reason a Snorlax loses double colorless energy, for say, which will happen probably, you can simply just transfer all the fairy energies you've acquired onto one Snorlax and continue attacking. So there's quite a bit of things going for it. Now, to start off our item lineup, we are running 3 battle compressors. We want to make sure we hit the right supporters. Brigette primarily, as it will let us get our 3 basics going. Whether it be a Snorlax, Spritzee, Drowzee, or Remoraid, does not matter. We have to start with one of them, so Brigette will get the other 3. We have a Professor's Letter. This lets us get those fairy energies without too much of a cost. I need to make sure, from Skyla's point of view, I can get every card I need. Whether it be items, Pokemon, energy, I want to make sure Skyla can hit pretty much everything. We are running a Super Rod because, let's be honest here, after all those double-doubles, Snorlax might have to go to the bathroom, and we might have to fish him out of the toilet. Anyway, moving on to Town Map. This lets us see all our prizes because I may need to grab a double colorless energy that gets prized, or if all 4 of them for some odd reason are prized, I want to make sure I know where they are. We have 4 Trainer's Mail. This makes the deck easier to shuffle through, gives us a couple options on the trainers we may have to pick up. If I don't want the Trainer's Mail, hey look, it could give me the options of a Battle Compressor, a Professor's Letter, a Super Rod, who knows, whatever I may need. If it's on the top 4 cards, I may be able to grab it. We have the Ultra Ball because they're pretty much a staple in every deck. Same goes for the VS Seekers, we have 4 and 4. We've gone over Brigette. Lysandre is a staple in most decks. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active. This lets us get in a threat or push a threat out of the way. It does not matter. Lysandre can do both. We have N. Each player shuffles his or her hand into his or her deck. Then each player draws a card for each of his or her remaining prizes. N can be really good at the start of a game, as it can kind of screw up your opponent's hands when you don't want them to, or it can get you right into that nice card that you need. There's a lot of options here. So N, perfect card. I love it. We have 3 Sycamore as well because sometimes you just need a straight up brand new hand, and he is the right man to do it. Finally, for these supporters, we have a Xerosic to kind of slow down our opponent, or maybe get rid of those focus sashes, depending on the fighting deck we'll probably be playing against. Now, that is one thing, though, I did not cover. In other variants of Snorlax, you could run a 1-in-1 of Altaria or the ancient trait, I believe it's the ancient trait, Altaria, from Roaring Skies, which gives all your colorless Pokemon no weakness. I'm not running it. It's just a fun deck. Again, if you guys want to use those cards, please, by all means, know that it is an option for you. I do believe I actually substituted the Aromatisse line in instead of it. With that being said, we have Fairy Garden. These are those good old stadiums we need to get our free retreat for Aromatisse and Snorlax. It'll be an amazing kind of situation for us to be able to switch in and out as we please. We are using the Fighting Fury Belt over the Muscle Band here, as it will net us 40 more HP as well, putting us on EX level and taking us out of a lot of knockout range. It also increases our damage output by 10, not a whole lot, but it'll increase it a little bit. So we're doing 130 instead of 120. That still will make it so we can get the good old Whale or the X's if they ever show up. And lastly, we have 4 double colorless energy and 6 fairy energy. So that is this week's deck. Do I see us winning a lot of matches? Potentially. There is a lot of potential here. It's for fun, guys. Remember, we're going to try it. We're going to see how it goes. And maybe we'll have some fun matches up against us as well. We'll never know until we try it. And yeah, just make sure to check in for the next 2. Remember, TCGO battles twice a week, right after deck analysis. So those are the 2 episodes you'll see. So we have Snorlax going up, and we have 2 battles for you as well. Who do you think will win? Snorlax? Do you think Snorlax will actually get a full episode win for us? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But that is, I think we'll get one. I think we'll beat one person. That is my guess. I think we'll lose to one and win to one. hopefully that is the case. If not, ah well, it's Pokemon, and we're going to continue playing even after. But thank you guys so much for watching. I've been rambling a little bit too long today, and I don't lie, it's late, I'm kind of tired, and that's how I am. I know this is going up for noon for you guys, but hey, look, I record at weird times just so I can get this content out to you. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, because I like getting more people to talk to, hang out with, and do all this kind of stuff with. If you're interested in the TCG battles, make sure to check out my Twitter, because that is where I check for my battles. I will never be battling with the deck that you will be seeing on the Monday, because I'm always like a week ahead. So that is how I work. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I've said that 3 times now, and I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, time out.